r/TalesFromRetail, episode 15. That money could have gone to my kid's cancer. Sold some heating bits to a customer. 3 months later he asks to return 75% off it. Our supplier won't return stuff after 6 weeks, so we can't refund him. His response left me flabbergasted. We said we would refund if he didn't need the parts, but he fell out with the timescale that we could claim back from our supplier. We are in the UK, so all healthcare is paid for by NHS. Not cool at all. Op. What am I supposed to do with it now? This is really pissing me off now. That is not what you said to me back when I purchased them. £1,800 down the drain. I could have used it for medication for my baby who has cancer and is 2 years old. Let me guess, now it's the English way. A simple sorry as usual and it's done and dusted. The first time I ever had to file a restraining order. Hello all, I work for one of the big 4 carriers' cell phone store. Anyways, in my first month working here I had quite the angry customer. She and her husband stormed in and demanded why she still was paying on 3 phones. After pulling up her account I saw that she had started financing the phones about a year ago, when we only do 2-year financing. She would have been told multiple times the length of time she was financing these phones before she signed the financial agreement, and I feel like in general everyone knows phones are financed for 24 months. It's basically industry standard. I put on my best customer service face and told her that she started financing them a year ago, so she's officially halfway to owning the phones. I made sure she knew her options too, and that she could pay them off early now if she wanted to stop paying monthly for them. For some reason, that really ticked her off, and she quite literally exploded in anger, going off about how she's been a customer for 5 years and she always gets treated poorly by our company, basically full Karen mode. I tried to calm her down, as now every single one of our customers we're now watching her throw this temper tantrum. That's when she decided to drop a real bomb and pointed to the "No firearms allowed on this property" sign that's on our store door, yelling, "Y'all are lucky you don't allow guns in this store, because if you did we would use them on you." At that point I had just taken a training on how our store takes any sort of threat very seriously, so I took a physical step back and went into as much of a recovery mode as I could, emphasizing we'd do anything we could to make her happy, etc, while trying to grab my manager's attention. She didn't like anything I was saying, most likely because I didn't tell her, "Oh Karen, we'll be happy to pay off your $1,000 balance on your 3 phones that you financed," and stormed off with her and her husband. At that point I quickly took note of the truck she was driving and made sure I still had her account pulled up to grab my manager in the back and tell him what just happened and give him her information. Company policy then made us call both our company's emergency line and the local police, and the police officer I was talking to suggested I get a restraining order, just so that she was no longer allowed to harass or make threats near me or the premises. I've never seen her again since then, and have been informed that she has been since banned from our company. I don't want to pay more, because no one told me I'd have to pay more. I'd like to speak to the manager. Okay, here we go lady. I picked this cake out and it was supposed to say happy 14th birthday Jonathan *. The image she picked out from our catalog just says happy birthday. *________________________ and then a blank space to insert a name. Me, did you give us a specific imagine to use for the cake, lady? No, I picked it out from your catalog and set Jonathan as the name to insert. But it just says Jonathan. Yes, it's because that's all you said you wanted, but somehow you thought that we would guess the right age of your kid. Lady, I received 3 calls from your department after I said I didn't want to pay extra for the side art on the cake. I didn't pick up my phone. So, we called several times to discuss different options for the cake which would not cost as much. She did not pick up. Me, so, lady, so I don't want to pay. Right. Yeah, that seems fair. Crazy escape. Background info. I work at a small town hardware store, so it isn't the busiest, except in summer, because we get a lot of tourists staying in cabins, second homes, etc. Because of that, many people visit the store during this time of the year. This lady just walked in and immediately starting looking around in an extremely fast way. The lady just rushed over to the paint section and got around 10 cans of paint mixed different colors. Then she asked what services we provide, so we showed her a poster we had that listed stuff like pipe cutting, key cutting, glass shaping, etc. She then went on to just get everything available. She had a huge cart full of all sorts of stuff and we were very busy. After she was there for around 40 minutes, she checked her phone and just ran out of the store like there was a grenade. She never came back. I'm so confused. It's because he's new. Had 2 dudes come to my register today, each with separate orders. The first guy hands me a coupon for 5% off his order. Customers at my store get them through our rewards program and says something about using it. I finish ringing up his stuff, scan the 5% coupon, throw it out, and then he pays. So far pretty normal. Then I ring up the second guy's order and tell them the total. This is when the first guy asked if I put in the 5% coupon. I tell him I already used it for their first order, and then he says he wants to use it on both orders. So at our store, like pretty much every other store ever, you can only use a single coupon once. I was caught off guard by this request, because even the worst couponers I've ever experienced have at least understood that you can't use the exact same physical coupon twice, so I rather bluntly told him that's not how it works. He argues with me about it with the usual "they always do this for me" spiel, so I say I'll go ask a manager, even though I already know what she's going to say. I ask her, and as expected she says no way, so I go back and tell the dude that. He goes over and argues with her, and eventually she caves and tells me to just put it in. As they were paying, the second guy says something about how they do this all the time and nobody else ever said they couldn't, which is when the first guy says it's because he's new. I tell him I've worked there for 4 years, to which he responds, "Well, I've never seen you before." So I guess that proves that it's actually my first day. Can one of you print me an AMA tag? Refund for a soda sale. Sorry for format, on mobile point. This happened the other day with a customer. She comes into my line and shows me a receipt for soda she bought because she didn't get the sale price. See, I would like to get a refund because the sale soda didn't apply. Okay, let me see the receipt and see why *THE soda sale was Coke products, specifically the Minute Maid lemonade, root beer, can't remember the name, Segram's lemonade and Fanta. It shows here that you bought canned dry lemonade and that's why it didn't go through. C. So, it was the same price. It should have gone through. Yes, they're the same price, but it's a different soda that's not in the Coke brand. C. Fine, give me a refund for the Canada dry soda then. Okay, where's the soda, so I can refund it? C. I don't have it with me. I can't refund without a product. C. Give me a refund, so I can leave already. I need a product to return on the shelf for the refund to happen. C. This is the worst customer service I ever had. To hell with this place. GL. Doctor, customer got mad for a refund on soda which was a different brand. Got mad because she didn't bring the soda to refund it. Woman didn't like alcohol law for my state. So this happened to me earlier today, and I'm just dumbfounded. This woman is from my state and clearly didn't like our law when buying alcohol. So a bit of context, in my state you need to be eyed for all alcoholic purchases, including if you have others with you that look under 40, but of drinking age. Now when it comes to teens we have to ask their age before asking for ID. If they are around drinking age, 21 here, like 19, we have the right to deny the purchase. I work at a store and many I know have dubbed helmet. The managers are nice, the pay is decent, better than other jobs I've worked at that don't require a college degree, and on this day a woman is in line cashing herself out of those machines. Sorry, I'm trying not to mention my job's name. Had issues with my job before posting name and stuff on my Facebook etc, and I have to approve it. Seeing as they look a little younger than me, I have to ask for ID to keep my job. When one person in a group either doesn't have ID or doesn't produce the ID, I tell them I'm sorry, but state law says I need it for everyone in the group or I can't sell the alcohol. She gets so angry at me and threatens to call corporate on me not selling the alcohol. She then goes to another register without the person that had no ID and buys it. I hate these people. TL. Doctor woman comes in with 2 others that are around drinking age and got mad when I refused to sell the alcohol to them, threatening my job, and then goes to another register to be cashed out. Motorized wheelchair. So I recently had surgery and went to the store because summer dresses are easier to wear than anything else, and store had them on sale. While there, decided to get some easy snacks. After reading half the store is there, I half expected to get a "you're not disabled, stop using the motorized wheelchair." Which in fairness, I'm not disabled, just easily tired as still recovering from anesthesia. Slow movement, etc. If anyone had any negativity or judgment, they kept it to themselves. The only comment I got was an older gentleman who we almost collided, stopped in plenty of time, and he just comments "wanna race." I thought it was humorous and brightened my day a bit.